When I was 23, something very traumatic happened to me. It was connected to sexual trauma, and from a very successful lady who was very successful person who was raised by very beautiful people. I became a shell. It just influenced me in a way that I kind of lost myself. I lost my identity. I didn't feel like myself, and it happened by itself. I didn't do anything about it, and I was trying to get myself back by reading 8 hours a day in a library for a while. But logic, I know now, logic can't fix logic. Logic can't fix emotional trauma or emotional damage. So I learned a lot, but I was just getting worse actually. Like I started to become suicidal because I couldn't live with the pain. I couldn't look high into the sky because I would just have negative thoughts. And I lost 95% of people in my life. They never knew what happened to me. I'm now talking about it because I feel free to say it finally. But that's what drove me into that state. And I did a lot of other types of therapies, and some things helped a little bit, but nothing really made a difference. And I had a belief or a desire inside of me that it's possible that it can be better than before, and I will find that one person who succeeded, and I will just do the same. That was my vision. And deep inside, it really lived, even though 99% of me was negative, because I succeeded in some other things in life. But the problem was that I was slowly forgetting that part of me that can do things. So out of all of those books that I read in the library, and it was more than 800, I learned speed reading out of desperation, not not because I wanted. It was just looking for information. I found his book, Placebo Are You, and then I figured out that he has two others in library. So I never bought the book, didn't have the money. I kind of I was so surprised because he didn't invite me to an event. He gave me all of the knowledge in the book. So I was like, wow. And he now gave me the tool. At the end, there is a meditation. So it's not just reading a book. Obviously, there is something I can use. So one morning, very early, I woke up and I recorded myself on creation. It was like a creation book, Placebo Are You. I recorded my own meditation for changing 1 and 2 beliefs. And I was literally like, I'm a big geek in life. So I started, as he said, like I started with like a first part, like time and space, just connecting between your eyes and things like that. And the second week I went into the space. And the third week I started doing everything. And I didn't skip one day. I woke up in the morning. I had a special chair for a meditation in a room. I didn't have a job. I had nothing. I was very negative. As soon as I woke up at 5, I would do that recorded meditation of my own voice. And in the evening, the same thing. So 2 hours a day, sometimes even more, because I was kind of running away from my terrible life. In 1 month, I had a job, which I couldn't get for 1 year. And it was like nothing special, but I was able to move from the house, and I never stopped reading the books to keep the motivation and to do the meditations. And because I didn't have money, and I deeply in myself believe that if this is what universe gave me, that means that's how I need to succeed, because I really couldn't come to an event. And I just kept on going and just meditating. And there was a lot of meditations where I literally heard the voices in my head, like, you will never be better, you will never solve this. But I kept on sitting with it because it was my only, and I started to slowly feel better. That's why I was committed to it. And the way I imagine my healthy self is like, I don't know how the brain looks like. I'm a like software engineer, nothing to do with medicine. Sorry, like, yeah, I'm not a doctor or something like that. So I imagine that I'm walking in my hometown Split with like a business suit, because that's how I like to be dressed, with one hand in my pocket, and people are saying hi to me with respect, because people started to avoid me at that time. I literally lost myself, even though I was respected before. So I really craved for that. And I could look into the sky and I just feel emptiness in my mind. That was my vision. That's how I imagined health. And it really stirred a lot of emotion in me. when I would imagine that. So I kept on seeing that image between all of the other emotions that were coming out in every meditation. And in 2 years, I was that person. I was really walking in my hometown, and I really had the sorry, I really wanted to share this for 7 years. And I was really that person, and I didn't know how it happened, but it happened. After that, I didn't have money, so I started to manifest jobs and money through the same process because I didn't know where to start. So I literally rebuilt my life after that with this work. And I really want to thank Dr. Joe for basically saving my life, because I was very committed to getting better, but nothing worked for me. And yeah, I mean, there's so many things that I created. Today is like 6.5 years since I started. And I imagine myself to come to event as a celebration, not necessarily as a healing, even though I think we can always heal. And that's how I did. And I wanted to be paid super easily, and I wanted to be just effortlessly as a celebration. And that's how it happened for me. So I'm so grateful to be standing here to celebrate with you on this event, this work. But it's absolutely possible to do it at home. If you don't have resources, there is a reason for that. That means that the higher power maybe wants you to really succeed on this way. And today, when I look at other people, I have the deepest faith in this process. They maybe start and stop, but I just never stopped because it worked for me. And that's the gift of this experience. And I am genuinely so grateful for everything that happened, because I would never have the motivation to be who I am. And I genuinely feel gratitude for my past. So yeah, that's my story. And so I'm excited to create more wealth and abundance with the same process, because I believe I can heal a little bit of poverty also in me, even though I'm really already successful. So I'm so excited for everything that is coming. And thank you so much to this work and to Dr. Joe to share this, because I wouldn't be standing here without this knowledge.